Hey guys, welcome to my Take a Break magazine series where I answer the questions in the Readers to the Rescue section of this magazine. So this is the issue 25 from 2020, June 18th. So let's get into it. So the question most predominantly on the page is about my family don't know my secret. So let's read it. I'm a man who's been wearing women's clothes in my bedroom for many years. My family has no idea. I want to tell them so I can wear my outfits and wigs around the house. But I don't know how to go about it. Unfortunately, I think this is one of those cases where you kind of just need to rip the plaster off. You need to have a discussion with your family about the fact that you like to wear women's clothes and wigs, and you would like to be able to express that around the people that matter to you most. Now, I don't know too much about this kind of thing, but what I do know is, like, from my experience as coming out as a lesbian, before I told my family that I was a lesbian, I was quite apprehensive about telling certain family members because I wasn't sure how they would react. And I think that's what the scariest part of it was, I was scared that I was going to be outcasted and rejected by my family. And I'm assuming that you're probably going through those kinds of similar fears as well. And what I found out was that actually it wasn't quite as bad as what I thought it was going to be. So when I did tell my parents and the people that I was close to, they were more accepting than what I thought they were going to be. Now, of course, this isn't always the case, and not every family is going to be accepting and cool with who you are. But I would say that living true to yourself is much more important than what other people think of you. So I would definitely try and maybe corner someone of your family who you think will be the most accepting, like the one that you think will probably not mind as much, and talk to them first, because if you get them on your side, it might be easier when you tell the people that you think are going to be more difficult. I think it's kind of sad really that there's more taboo around men wearing women's clothes than women wearing men's clothes. Like right now I'm wearing pretty much male clothing, and I feel bad for men, especially if it's something that men just want to experiment with, even if some men just want to try it on, it's kind of like it's seen as quite taboo. But clothes are such an important expression of who you are, and you can't just not wear what you want to wear because it's so much of part of our identity. So for me, I personally like to wear male fitting clothes. Like I wear men's t-shirts, I usually wear men's jogging bottoms, especially when I'm just lounging about. Like my typical outfit is usually predominantly male. And my fiance, she wears typically female clothing, like everything's quite floral, she wears blouses, she very much wears feminine clothing all the time. And how I feel most comfortable when I'm in more masculine clothing, and my fiance, she feels more happy when she's in feminine clothing. It's how we identify with ourselves, so you shouldn't brush it under the carpet and try and hide. Definitely try and get your family to start accepting you and come out to them, because it will be detrimental to your mental health if you don't. So like I said, the best advice, find someone in your family who you think will be the most accepting and tell them first so you can get them on your side, just in case it just blow up in your face. Otherwise, perhaps all of your family will be accepting and it'll be fine. So that's the advice I have for that. So the next big article on here is, should I criticize her kids? So let's go into this one. My sister is a single mum and allows her children to do what they want. Her 13-year-old son is out of control and her daughter 7 treats her mum like a slave. Should I comment on their behaviour or bite my tongue? Yeah, I would definitely say something, but I'd probably be a bit soft in the way that I go about it. Because if you just start criticizing her parenting, it's probably going to backfire and she's going to get defensive. Also, it's important to note that being a single mum is very, very hard, because obviously you don't have the extra pair of hands that you would have in a sort of like a relationship where there's 2 parents involved in that family sort of unit. So she's probably having to go to work, take on the responsibilities, the household responsibilities, and raise her children. It's a hard, impossible task. So it's no wonder that her children are acting out a little bit. So I would suggest that you ask her to perhaps find a psychologist for her children, just to help them with any sort of mental health issues that they may have from being in a single parent home. And probably even ask your sister about the fact that whether she needs to get an extra helping hands with the children, because like I said, being a single mum is hard. I mean, obviously I don't know because I'm not a single mum, but I can see and I can guess with my limited knowledge that being with someone and having children, like having a husband or a wife or a boyfriend or a girlfriend and having children, is a lot easier than you alone having children. So perhaps see if you can get into finding another way that she can get another extra helping pair of hands to help with the children. But the thing is that you can give this advice and you can be nice and you can be all amicable and put your point across correctly, but you can lead it's like the old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So whether she takes on that advice is, her business, really. So give your advice, tell her your worries and concerns, but if she doesn't do anything and she doesn't try and change the situation, there's nothing you can do about it. So don't allow yourself to be dragged down with her not taking any responsibility or trying to change things, because you can help and you can give as much advice as you want, but the other person needs to take the advice. So if they don't take the advice, I would suggest that you just leave it, because there's nothing much else you can do at that point. Don't allow yourself to become so sucked in that it brings you down, because you've got to live your own life as well. And if she's not going to take responsibility or start trying to find ways that she can better the situation, there's not really much you can do. So I hope that's helped. So the next question is this little one here, and it says, can I put his affair behind me? 6 months ago, I found out about my husband's affair. He had been working away during the week and staying in a colleague's flat. He neglected to mention that it was a woman. He confessed everything and ended their relationship. We're trying to put it behind us, but I can't stop picturing him with her. I have quite strong views on this kind of thing, and I'm not going to say that it's the right view, because obviously other people can handle situations differently and perhaps it will be better for you to stay together for whatever reason. But my view is that once that initial trust has been broken, there's no way to make it better. You can't fix it, because if you don't trust and you're always constantly thinking about what your husband is doing, it just tarnishes and it ruins the relationship. There's no coming back from that, I don't think. If he's done it once, then the likelihood, if he was in the same kind of situation again, he would probably do it again, because cheat is cheat. So no, I don't think you can put it behind you. I mean, the pain might lessen over time, but you'll find that there's always going to be this thing niggling at the back of your brain thinking, is he being faithful to me? Who is he with right now? If he, goes to work or goes on another sort of business trip or something. And perhaps you can live with that. Perhaps that's something that you can suffer through. But for me personally, that's something that I wouldn't accept, and it's something that because I know that, if let's say my fiance was to do something like this, she was to cheat on me, right? I am not afraid to end the relationship if she was to cheat on me, because I know the ramifications of this, because some similar things have happened to me previously. And I know that I can find someone out there that is monogamous, that will not do these things, that will not cheat on me, because there's plenty more fish in the sea. And it may be hard to begin with to actually pull off the plaster and end the relationship. But for me, ending the relationship is better than a lifetime of torment wondering if this person's ever going to cheat on me again. So basically, you've got to weigh up your options. Can you live with it? And can you live with the pain? Can you live with the thing in the back of your head that's niggling away at you, asking, is he going to cheat on me? Who's he with right now? Or do you want to go into a new relationship and perhaps have someone that's never going to do that to you? So you need to weigh up your options, I suppose. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was Readers to the Rescue in the Take a Break magazine section. And if you like this video and you're enjoying this series, then please let me know by liking and commenting. and give your advice down below as well. See if we can help these readers. Alright, I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye guys.